This is a Nappy Lady demonstration of the flip nappy system. This is a very versatile and economical birth to potty nappy system. You can literally flip through your options and choose which is going to be right for you. I'll start with the wraps. The wraps are fit birth to potty, so go from approximately £8 up to £35. Again, being a birth to potty wrap, there is going to be some compromise on fit, and this tends to be near the lower end of the weight range when the wrap is on a smaller baby. To alter the length of the wrap, there are poppers on the front of the wrap, and this is just the same as any Bumgenius nappy. So the 3 poppers, you just take the bottom set and fasten them to the top set, and this is going to put the nappy wrap into the shortest setting. There we go, so that's now in the shortest length setting, and you see that this is a Velcro wrap, and I've crossed the tabs over as well, so it makes it a smaller waist, so that's as small as it can go. As baby grows, you'd fasten the wrap to the main body of the Velcro. Also, as baby grows, you would alter the length of the poppers, so rather than on the shortest setting, you would use the middle set of poppers fastened to the top. And eventually you'd have it in the full length, so it gradually grows with your baby. On the Velcro fastening option, inside you'll find a laundry tab as well, and that's there to make the Velcro long lasting. So when you take off the soiled wrap, if you remember to secure the tabs together, it's going to prevent them picking up fluff and dirt. As with all Bumgenius nappies, we've got the stretchy tabs as well, so they really do stretch and give you a really good snug fit on your baby. Popper wrap is exactly the same, except that it fastens with poppers at the waist, and with as with all the Bumgenius nappies, they fasten into horizontal poppers, so that gives you a really nice secure fit. And it's not too fiddly to do because they're one above the other, so you know exactly where you're going to put them. If you do have a baby who has, say, a smaller waist or larger legs, you can actually angle them as well. So you can put one on one row and one on the row further away, just to angle them. And the stretchy tabs really help with that as well. Now, inside the wrap, there's absolutely nothing. There's no absorbency or anything at all. You've just got the wrap ready to put the pads inside. Now this is where you get lots of choices with the flip nappy. I'm going to start with the Stay Dry one. So Stay Dry pad, a long rectangular piece of fabric, and you see it's got some lines this end. This is so that you can make the nappy shorter for a smaller baby, medium setting and long length setting. So again, they correspond to the wrap. So if you've got the wrap on the shortest setting, you would fold it over to the shortest length, middle and eventually the full length. Now the Stay Dry one, given its name, has a Stay Dry layer on top, and this is a microfiber pad, and it's a polyester top to it to help keep baby dry. Now if you don't want to use the Stay Dry layer, maybe that when baby's getting close to potty training, or if you're actually trying to do something which is called EC or elimination communication, these are actually really popular pads because you can use them upside down without any problem at all, and then you'll find that baby feels wetter, so they're staying on the wet fabric, so it can help potty training quicker. Being microfiber pads, they dry really quickly, so if you are on limited drying facilities, they're the quickest ones to use. They're also the cheapest pads. And all you literally do when you put them in the nappy is just lay it inside. Now, you can either just lay it on top of the wrap, or you can put it under the pouch as well, and that can help hold it in place. It really depends. I found some people prefer to lay them on top, some people prefer to lay them inside. I mean, I always tend to keep them inside because it saves them sort of sliding out at all. But sometimes if you've got a boy, it depends where they wee with boys. Sometimes people with the boys find that it was better just to lay it out front if they needed the absorbency a little bit higher. The choice is yours. There's really no right or wrong way. Other options it comes with is organic pads, and there's 2 options now with the organic. There is either the organic day pad, and this is a really nice big piece of really soft, really quite nice and thin organic fabric. So again, it helps drying speed. It's going to be slower than the microfiber, but again, much quicker than a shape nappy. And you can fold this in whichever way you like. Some people, if you've got an older, longer baby, have it longer, or you can fold it down into a short setting for a newborn baby. You've got a boy, you could put more padding towards the front, girl, padding towards the back. It really is, the choice is yours. Let's do that one for, let's put some absorbency towards front, and again, it just lays inside the nappy. So when you do a nappy change, you would get rid of the liner. The organic ones don't have a stay dry layer, so if you did want to use a stay dry layer with the organic pad, you'd need to have a separate fleece liner, or the other option is to have a separate paper liner, and that's there to make getting rid of solids. So come the nappy change, you would take this part out and put this section in the bucket, and you would just replace with either another organic one or a stay dry. Again, you can replace it with whichever one you want. And generally you use the wrap 4 times with 4 different inserts, and then you would change it with a new wrap. So you don't need as many wraps as you do inserts. The other final insert there is the organic nighttime, and this is a lot thicker, so it does take slower to dry because you've got more layers sewn together. It's a little bit bulkier, but it's also a lot more absorbent. Works in exactly the same way as the other ones. Just going to fold it and put it into the nappy. Now there's lines on sewn into the pad, and that's so you can have different lengths. So one way gives you a longer insert for a taller baby, and the other way gives you a shorter insert for a smaller baby. For a really heavy wetter, you might find that the organic on its own, the organic nighttime, isn't enough, and in that case you can use a stay dry with it as well. So that really ups your absorbency and gives you a stay dry layer. Again, you can see how versatile the nappy is. You can really choose what you'd like to do. There's also a newborn insert, a newborn cloth insert to use with it for a small baby if you want a really slim nappy. Or if you're going on holiday, want the convenience, you're not going to be able to do any washing, there's actually a disposable insert as well that you can use, and you can pop that in the nappy instead. So then, if you're away, you can just flush this, flush it, so you can throw the disposable section away and reuse the wrap. It is biodegradable, less to carry than a big pack of disposable ones, so it kind of gives you another option. Good for camping, say, if you haven't got the option to wash. Pros and cons to nappy. Biggest benefit, very, very cheap because you don't need many wraps, and then you're just going to be replacing inserts every time. So these inserts are generally around, sort of start about £4 for the insert for the nappy, so it actually makes it quite economical. Downside to it is there isn't any elastic in the actual pads, so you're relying on the elastic of the wrap to keep everything inside. So while baby is smaller, you may find that you're going through your wraps more frequently if they're breastfed and have got really explosive poo. You might find when you have the pooey nappy, if it's really explosive, it might have hit the edge of the pad and gone onto the wrap. So you might find you just need to change your wraps a bit more frequently while they're a bit smaller. Once they're weaned and the runny poo stage is stopped, then you should find that all the solids are nicely in the middle. Very economical nappy. You can use the wraps as well. If you've got other nappies, maybe you've got some shaped nappies, you can use the wraps as well. So the one wrap can last you lots and lots of different systems.